Hello, you guys. Okay, so today we're going to talk about one of the top things that every single social seller needs, but likely doesn't have or isn't giving the time and energy and kind of commitment to. And that is an email list. Now, I know you have heard all the things, right? Email isn't dead. You own your email list over social media, which just is a rented platform. But there are likely things going through your head like, you know what? I think email is dead. Like I get 1,000,006 emails in my inbox and like blah, 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 blah. Or maybe you're thinking, I don't have capacity to take on one more thing. But hear me out because there's a reason why Old Navy lands in your email inbox every single day of the week and twice on Sundays. It's because email marketing works. In fact, it is one of the number one driver of online sales. So, why are social sellers sitting back and not capitalizing on this? Likely because you're overcomplicating it in your head, right? You're thinking it needs to be this full blown out email strategy where every single day you're giving time to this. But I truly believe you can start wherever you are. And in this video, I'm going to give you some tips. I want to start off though by kind of highlighting the reasons why email marketing is a very powerful tool inside your strategy for your social selling business. So I know I already kind of highlighted this, but the truth of the matter is you don't own your social media platforms. They could disappear tomorrow and you would lose all connection to your audience, your customers, all the things. I know this from personal experience because 4 years ago, I lost my Instagram account like that. The blink of an eye, a hacker took it over. I lost 15,000 followers, never to be seen again. And I would have been absolutely lost if I didn't have two things. Number one, I had a presence on other social media platforms and they were interconnected in a lot of ways. Number two, I had an email list and I was able to connect with my audience. Now, don't get me wrong, I didn't get a lot of those people back, but I did connect with the diehard fans, the people that followed me in multiple places, the people that engaged in my account and my content in multiple ways. And it helped me to grow my Instagram account back to a healthy. Actually, to be honest, I feel like it was a blessing in disguise because it allowed like me to strip away the people that weren't paying attention to my Instagram account to zero in on what I wanted to build and to start building from the ground up, which was awesome. If we are not connected over on Instagram, I'm at the Lori Irvin. I would love you to send me a message. I will follow you back, engage with your content, and we can get to know each other that way. Number two, you're not competing with the algorithm. You are competing, of course, with, and here's the thing. We don't control the algorithm. We don't even necessarily know how it works. There's very little rhyme or reason. However, an email drops into an inbox, right? And if someone is interested in the emails that you're sending, they're going to make sure that your emails don't go to spam. They have control over it, not some like, arbitrary algorithm that's floating up in space, all the things. So I love that reason for it. And I deeply, deeply believe that email lists help you build stronger relationships. It gives your audience one more place that they're seeing you. It gives you an opportunity to deliver probably more impactful and longer valuable content, right? Like, and I always say we don't necessarily know what it is that's going to like poke someone or get someone over that tipping point to buying. And you may think that all of your sales come from Instagram. You may think they all come from Facebook. I may believe they all come from email, but the truth is it's kind of the compilation of every single thing that you're doing that kind of pushes someone towards that tipping point. Think about it like that carnival game or the game that you'll see in arcades that has like a bunch of quarters on like a little platform and you put your quarters in, it keeps nudging them to the side, nudging them to the side, and something will tip those quarters over the edge. Every single way that you show up and provide value and connect with your ideal audience, it pushes those quarters closer to the edge, pushes those like that audience towards being customers. Okay. And I also think that you can use your email to direct people to social media. So you can actually use it to make your social media more impactful. You can tell them about your, this post that you put on there, or you can reformat content that you use on social media and bring it into your emails. You can automate emails, which is something that we don't do enough of, but it's amazing, right? So if you were to create some freebies, you could actually automate the entire process, a series of emails that would start. You guys, I teach this inside of my Level Up Academy. We have an entire course on email marketing. I dive deep into it and teach you exactly how to not only run an email list, but how to build an email list, because that's how important I believe this is. So let me give you some top line tips for getting started with an email list. So where do you even start, right? So here's the thing. I want you to start where you are. I would love to tell you that you should email your audience every single day of the week. But honestly, I know that none of us have the bandwidth or the time or the energy or even the ideas for that, right? That's what social media is for. And sometimes we kind of want to step off that social media hamster wheel, and your email list can actually be a way that you do that, which is honestly super duper refreshing. So, number one is you're going to want to choose a platform. And there's a ton of platforms out there. The simplest ones that I know and love are Flowdesk and MailChimp. Then you're going to want to create a simple freebie. We call this a lead magnet. It's like a PDF or a checklist, something very simple that gives your audience, your ideal customer, a quick win. And what they're going to do, and you've done this 1,000,006 times, once I say it, you'll be like, oh yes, I do this all the time. Could even be a coupon, but something that's like quick and easy and you can use on repeat. We call it a lead magnet. And basically they're going to hand over their email list, their email, go on your list for that freebie or for that discount. You're going to set up an opt-in form, and the platforms that I mentioned above, along with others out there, they have that all built into them, which is really awesome. They also have landing pages. Again, if this feels like I'm speaking foreign to you, hop into the Academy and I can teach you more about getting your email list started. But basically what I want you to do is once you have those pieces set up, I want you to start to share your resource that you created or your discount everywhere. Okay, so that you can start to build out your email list. And then I want you to decide what you can commit to. All right, can you commit to, if you can only commit to one a month, that's fine. But commit to that one email a month and pack it full of content that people want to open. So the worst thing that you can do is start an email list and literally only email your audience when you have something that you want to sell them. The beauty of starting an email list and actually creating a system around it, meaning this is when I email my audience and this is what they can expect from me, is that now you are given the opportunity to sell to them when you have a new line launch, or when you have a promo or an incentive that you're running or a sale that pops up, because that's just an additional email. So as an example, let's say you commit to sending out a weekly email. So one of my weekly emails that I send out, and again, if you want to get this email for yourself, just let me know, is my Sunday Scoop. My Sunday Scoop is really just a compilation of a ton of resources that are helpful for social sellers. It will have my newest YouTube episode. It has my newest blog episode. It has a resource that I think is helpful for social sellers, and then it will have a number of other things that is valuable that people look forward to opening every single Sunday. So what is it that you have that is inside your personal brand that you could create value around? Could you send out weekly recipes? Could you send out weekly workout tips? Could you send out weekly, what else do we have? Health tips, whatever you got, you guys, a new way to get more protein in your diet, or another thing that helps women going through perimenopause. So just think, we want to make sure that when we deliver that email into their inbox, they want to open it. And so what I want you to do is decide on the frequency first and commit to that frequency, and then build yourself a template on the email platform that you choose and get to work. Commit to it. And this can grow over time. So if you start with one email a month, awesome. Start there. that works. And then slowly build onto that. But even with one email a month, you now have a platform that when there is a sale, there is a launch, there is a promotion, you can now send it out and connect with your ideal audience. And because they love getting your monthly newsletter and they know, like they feel like they know, like, and trust you on another level, and they trust the content that you put out into the world, they're going to open that email and have another connection point to that sale that you can pull in sales. Like imagine sitting down, writing an email on Saturday morning about a new sale that just dropped, sending it out to 200 different people, which is not a huge number, you guys, and automatically getting 10 sales. It'll be the easiest selling that you've ever done. Okay, so I'm going to drop a free PDF into the notes section here that's going to give me and I'll actually even drop a link to a blog post that I think that you'll like that gives you a little bit more information. But my PDF is going to go through your 6 steps to getting your own email list started. It's totally free. And again, if you want more deep dive training on this, along with every other aspect of building a social selling business, you want to find yourself inside the Level Up Academy. All right, you guys, I will see you inside the next video inside this series where we're going to talk about one more thing that every single social seller needs when building an online business.